What up, guys? Welcome to my analysis of the 5th round replay of the FA Cup between Manchester United and West Ham United at Upton Park. Firstly, what can I say? Through to the semi-finals at Wembley. First time in a few years. About time. First thing LVG's done right this season. Score 2-1 United. All came in the second half, so didn't mean it was a boring first half by any means. But yeah, what can I say? I think this is probably going to be our only proper chance at anything, really. We'll be lucky to get Champions League position. I think Europa League is our best bet right now. Personally, I think if possibly, because we have to play West Ham, and you know they're going to want revenge first. Secondly, they're going to be looking for Champions League spots of their own. So yeah, tough few games ahead of us, but FA Cup would be quite nice after the season we've had to go through with LVG. But yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So, the game itself, it was brilliant to watch. End-to-end football for the full 90 minutes plus added time. West Ham, you could tell that they really wanted to get through to the semi-finals. Their last ever cup game at Upton Park before they moved to the old Olympic Stadium. So, I'm sure they probably wanted to give Upton Park a good send-off. Unfortunately for them, Man United were just too good on the day. We've got a few statistics here, just to... These surprised me, actually. This first statistic... This first one didn't surprise me. 56% possession United, 44% possession West Ham. You could see that Man United were holding the ball pretty well in midfield. I think Carrick and Fellaini, they were a very good choice to put in the centre of midfield together. I was reading Twitter to have a look for the lineups for West Ham and for Manchester United, and I saw a lot of comments saying, "Oh, good, Fellaini's playing," really sarcastic, but he's a really good player. That's one of the only things David Moyes did right when it came to the club. Brought Fellaini, great header of the ball, great haircut, obviously. Yeah, brilliant team we put out, nice mix. I'm glad Rashford could start. He's in quite good form at the minute. But yeah, so 20 shots for West Ham compared to 10 for Manchester United. Now, I'm going to have to give a lot of credit to David De Gea for the game, because he was making saves all the time, and really good saves as well. Towards, I believe it was the end of the second half, they had a corner, and Valencia, I believe, was at the near post. Quick little touch of the ball, nearly, scored. If David De Gea hadn't had such good reactions with his feet, we would have been in probably a much worse situation than we are right now. Shots on target, 4 for United, 9 for West Ham. So again, West Ham were more clinical with their play. Unfortunately, again, David De Gea was just too good for United. Randolph. Now, I'm surprised he started. I know he's their cup keeper, and a lot of teams will want to stay true to the selections, but on a big occasion like that, you thought they would have gone with their number one, Adrian. Never mind, by the way, worked out for best for us. Corners, 7 to us, 5 to us. United didn't really use corners as well as we could have. We had Fellaini, he didn't really do a lot with the corners, to be honest. I don't think we really had one proper chance that came directly from a corner. So, however, the West Ham goal. I'm not going to say it's a good goal. I'm not going to say it's a bad goal. It was a well-worked goal. Straight in from a corner. Tompkins managed to find his way into the box, in between a couple of players, gets his head to it. You know, they deserved at least one goal from that game, because they were just playing really well the entire game. Unfortunately, again, I'm sorry, but I keep on repeating myself, but David De Gea is just, like, we can't let him leave United, okay? He is what has kept us in European places this season. He has kept us in the top half by far. So my praises can't be more. I can't give my praises enough to David De Gea for the work that he's put in for the club. It's absolutely brilliant. And the last statistic here, which you could see from the game, because United didn't want to lose. They're fighting to try and keep LVG at the club. But 7 fouls for West Ham and 17 for Manchester United. Now, that's the statistics done. Let's just have a quick look at who I thought was like standout players for both teams. The 2 goalkeepers. They were keeping both of their own teams in the game for so many minutes of the game. I don't even know. Like, Randolph made one really good save after another. David De Gea, one really good save after another. They were both in really good form, and they had to be, really. Big game, big crowd, big atmosphere. You don't want to let your side down. Honestly, FA Cup is on the line, and it's this is their best chance of winning anything for both teams. Unfortunately, West Ham probably won't get any silverware this year, or they won't do. But Man United, who knows? It's looking very possible. Everton in the semi-finals. Yeah. Right. Now, I'm glad. This is one thing I'm glad that we have kept LVG for a couple of seasons, because he has managed to work several really talented youth players into the side. Right. Firstly, Fosu Mensah, brilliant defender. He dealt with everything that came down that left wing so easily last night. He was on the ball all the time. Not only was he defending really well, but he was also really good winger as well. He was putting a few crosses into the box. I don't think he really set up any major chance in the game, but he certainly left an impact. I can't remember which game I saw him in. I think it was the game before the FA Cup game before West Ham. I can't remember who we played, but he did really well in that as well. Yeah, another defender who wasn't in the team, and I'm surprised because I think he's a really good winger, was Varela. Now, I've only seen him play in one game, but what I saw of him from that one game, he was absolutely brilliant. He has got pace. He can defend like a charm. He can cross the ball in. I think he set up one of the goals in the last game that I saw him in. Can't remember exactly, but yeah. Lingard. United are putting out some really good talent this year. I'll put these two together. Lingard and Marcus Rashford. Now Lingard, he had a belter of a shot, absolute thunderbolt. Unfortunately, just wide. So, you know, but he's 18, 19, he's got years and years ahead of him. He can practice and practice and practice, and eventually I think he will be a very, very good player. Hopefully we keep him. We don't want to make another Pogba, do we? No. Marcus Rashford. Super goal. Super goal. Now, I think this goal was kind of lucky in a way. We only scored it because West Ham conceded possession. Now, I personally think that because of this, United are through. Now, United just... They were very good at holding up the ball, but when it came to going forward, like most of this season, they just haven't been good enough. Like I said earlier, we only had 10 shots in total. And that wasn't even shots on target, that's just 10 shots. That's one less than they had on target. You know, Martial, I don't know why he started, to be honest. He didn't really look into the game that much. I think he might have had one chance. Apart from that, he just didn't really do a lot, to be honest. I would have liked to have seen Rooney come on at half time for him, because Martial played no part in either of the two goals. You know, Rooney back after injury, back in time for the Euros, so good news for United, good news for England. Because we're really going to need Rooney, Martial and Rashford in fit and fighting form for the next few games, because this is probably one of the most crucial ends to a season United have ever had, at least whilst I've supported them anyway. A lot of the time we've either been up there and, you know, it's been, right, we're going to win this. There's kind of not a lot that we're not going to win. So the title's pretty much guaranteed. Either that or, you know, better luck next year. But, you know, Herrera, yeah, brilliant. Now, Herrera, love him, brilliant. Let himself down a bit though in the 76th minute. Went down injured. I'm happy that he didn't get up straight away and didn't let West Ham have the ball and carry on with play. But what I'm not happy about with him is he wasted time. I mean, it definitely helped with Man United winning the game. But I don't like to see that when players just sit there, even if we are winning and it's my player. I'd prefer them to just get on with the game. So yeah, that's the only thing I can moan about when it comes to United players, really. Yeah, 3 yellow cards for United. Marcus Rocco, Michael Carrick and Ander Herrera. Now, Michael Carrick, he could have quite easily got 2 yellow cards that game. I'm glad he didn't, because he held United together at a long period of time. But he could have quite easily been sent off. You know, I'm glad he didn't, but yeah. Smalling. Now, Smalling, when he first arrived at Manchester United from Fulham, I thought he's been alright at Fulham, you know. He's shown that he can put he can put a bit of effort in, and he's showing promise. But then for the last season or two, he's just got so much better. Honestly, he's got to be one of the first people on LVG and Roy Hodgson's team sheets. He is just one of the best centre backs England has, and one of the best centre backs in the Premier League. Will he stay in the summer? I can see it happening. But yeah, let's hope LVG leaves. The thing is, I like LVG, but the position we are at the minute in the Premier League just isn't good enough for a club of our quality. You know, we should be in the top 4 at least. And I know we're 5th, I believe, but you know, we at one point we were one of the top 4. It's going to take a few years before we get back to that again. But yeah, back to the game. Sorry, getting lost there. Marouane Fellaini. And this is why I'm glad he was chosen for our team, because he will pop up in the box just like that. Like, he will just be there. He will just be there at the right moment. And thank God he was. Scored a goal much like Tompkins, except Tompkins headed it, Fellaini needed it in. I feel sorry for West Ham in the manner that they lost, because I feel like they shouldn't have lost. I'm glad United won, but I feel like West Ham shouldn't have lost the game, just because I will admit they were the better team. Although they didn't have as much possession, they knew what to do with it as soon as they got it. United at times just didn't know what to do with the ball. But you know, hopefully that's something we can sort out at the beginning of next season. With hopefully a new manager and a few big signings. Cristiano Ronaldo, Ibra, you're coming, I know you are. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, don't know what else to say really. Good game all round. Nobody deserved to lose the game. They were both just very, very good. Like, it was end-to-end stuff, full 90 minutes, plus I think it was 5 minutes added time. You know. So, yeah. That's my... Ooh, I should probably do a quick prediction of the semi-final, Everton United. The form that both teams were in and the position they are in the tables, I would have to say, much like the West Ham result, I'm going to have to say 2 or 3-1 to United. I'm probably going to go 2-1, just although Everton aren't in a good enough position for the club that they are. United just aren't in good striking form. They haven't been all season. They're 19th for goal scoring this season. Only Aston Villa are worse, and Aston Villa are really bad this season. But yeah, so